Everyone was muted, so nobody could hear anything. Okay, welcome to MiscMatched, the art streaming show where your host forgets to unmute for 45 seconds. Today we're combining the major arcana of Persona 5 Scramble with another game. Joining me on stream again is Eve,
That's me.
Esty, and they'll be doing art. I am your gracious host, Nifty Hat, and sharing his very validating opinions with us is the mysterious contributor.
I'm overwhelmed with a sense of deja vu right now.
You feel like we did the whole thing again.
Yeah. Jamais vu.
And today we are going to be combining Persona 5 Scramble with either Kirby, Megaman, or Octopath Traveler.
Uh,
And I'm just gonna put my little thing right by the Megamans.
oh dear. Okay, I feel like Kirby's a little too on the nose.
Sure.
Man, just because he already does like the absorbing and changing thing.
Yeah, but like that would be like everything, right? You can put Kirby with every franchise and be like, yeah, we can do like the Kirby version of it, right?
No, I mean the thing is because the modern Persona games was the main things is that the main characters can change every facet about their personality and resulting from that their persona. So it's kind of similar to what Kirby does.
He's the ultimate Persona user.
Yeah.
I
also,
pick
the vocals
Octopath.
change.
Okay. Whoops. I'll try not to move all the artists. There we go.
I don't know, because it feels like that's just more of RPG.
I don't know, like the Octopath characters have like a really like kind of distinctive style. I don't know how you're gonna. I assume you're not gonna try and do the Octopath pixelated style. Like nobody's gonna try and render something in 3D but pixelated. That would be wild.
I'm torn between Kirby and Megaman.
Okay. I don't know. Well, gosh.
What would you rather see a crossover of?
I guess I'll go with Megaman just because I know, like, I don't know much about any of these, but I know the most about Megaman, sort of.
Megaman.
He shoots lemons. He gets O-tanks or whatever. There's that hair guy with the sword.
Do you think anyone in Japan's done Megane Man, where he just wears glasses? He's like glasses wearing man.
Oh dear.
SD. I guess you have the choice to either confirm or split the vote, and I'm gonna say based on a split, it's gonna go to the artists.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not gonna make you guys draw whatever.
I'm gonna throw my thing at Megaman only because Octopath, like, well, artistically great, they're both still technically just RPGs with like turn-based strats. I know that like Scramble changed it up a bit, but like.
Yeah, Scramble's like.
Scramble's Dynasty Warriors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
So you do Megaman just because like side-scrolling shoot 'em up, trying to do that with personas would be kind of cute.
So doing Mega Man.
Now what kind of gameplay would it have? I lost the cover for the buttons on my like pen, and I have no idea where they went.
That's a really specific issue.
Yeah, I don't know how it came off. I don't know if the cats ate it, but it's gone. Probably fell and shot off.
Alright, so the real question is, what would Dr. Wily's persona be?
Is that the real question?
Yes, now it is.
It's not.
Oh, damn it. I tried so hard. And got so far.
Stop.
But in the end.
Whoa, we might get copyright claims. Slow down. Shit.
I mean, if the YouTube automation picks that up, I'm not even mad. I'm just impressed. All right, I have to open Restream chat, and I have to fix something real quick. I may have fucked up a little bit, but don't worry about it.
I'm thinking maybe like Mega Man having a boss fight against Igor. That's kind of what I'm thinking.
See, so my line of thinking was like the 8 robot masters, but the 8
We're a
robots.
bit quiet
Okay, I can.
on stream, just so you know.
Okay.
Oh, we're too quiet?
Yeah, everyone. Apparently Duncan's a little bit louder, but everybody's pretty quiet.
Speak and see if you should be up now. After I said that, you should be higher.
I'm waiting for it to kind of catch up to us.
Okay.
I think it's a little bit louder, but yeah, I have my volume on.
Okay, I'm gonna jack you up even more so you're popping into the yellow and
Okay.
yeah.
What kind of melee weapon do you think Plan would have?
God, oh man, I don't.
This would have been a perfect stream to have Sean. Too bad he's
Yeah.
fucking closed today.
Yeah, would have
He
been very.
loved Megaman.
Yeah, it would have been very beneficial.
Everybody stopped playing with him because
It's starting to sound a little bit better, even though I have to mute everyone when I'm trying to listen.
I have to. Basically, I've got you jacked up to the maximum volume right now, but it's limited to the volume that I have Discord on my computer, because I've yet to work
Okay,
out.
no, it sounds a lot better now.
Okay, I've yet to work out how to like route the Discord audio separately from my desktop audio, which would be super rad because then during the intro I could like mute you all on stream and then do the intro and then unmute you during the stream, but I can't do that right now because of the way streaming works, I guess.
Oh hey,
That's
our
fair.
viewership just went up from 3 to 4.
Wow, I'm one
That's
of them.
exciting. Wow.
Oh,
I'm thinking that like Mega Man's persona would be like
the way I see it is he would be Lan's persona.
Oh, I was thinking Mega Man's persona would be like the main character from Mighty Number 9.
No.
I feel like that's
No.
Shut up.
I can give you my Surface tablet right now, and you can draw.
How many times do I have to tell you? The only way you're gonna get me a draw is if you cut off my hands.
I'll be right back.
God, this stream's really making. Stream's really making me feel like an
fetching
anime
my
fan.
machete.
tonight.
Yeah, okay. All right. Well, if you're not going to draw, is there some other creative contribution you can make to the show? And just giving your opinion is not a contribution, all right? And it's definitely not creative.
No, I'm definitely more on the business side of things, unfortunately.
The business side of things?
Yeah, I'm looking at our analysis of our viewership data, and we're up like 300%. So
Shut up.
pretty fucking sick, all things considered.
Thanks for your hard work, I guess.
Yeah, hey, you made the right decision when you brought me on board.
When I hired you for
Yeah.
£0 and $0 and 0 yen.
I'm working on my mismatched coup right now. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Oh, go Polydeuces.
Those are some nice hips.
Yeah, that's
I like that
that's
one.
yeah. That's
I don't
fucking
wanna-
Kasumi's persona.
I don't want to base Megaman off of that, but
Don't we want Mega Man with sick hips?
what's the lightning term again? Because I know they changed.
Zeo.
Zeo, thank you. Okay, if I could spell.
Yeah, I mean, Izanagi tends to be the big Chad lightning ass persona. Yeah, Ryuji's is also a lightning persona. If that's what you're looking for.
I'm like,
Captain
I'm trying to look
Kid.
for a reference of like lightning based ones.
Gosh.
I know Captain Kid's like the spunky ones are always the.
Okay,
Yeah,
well,
Captain Kid is
Jackson
the
can tell us about Persona, because I know Jackson's super into Persona.
Oh man, where to even begin?
Persona 5, that's where you want to begin.
Well, Persona 5
yeah.
Scramble, what you know about it.
Persona
I
5
mean, the thing-
Scramble happens a year after Persona 5, so talking about Persona 5 should be fine.
Yeah, and also, I mean, in terms of like art style and overall aesthetics, they're obviously not too different. One being a spin-off from the other. Yeah, you're your everyday Japanese high school student with a criminal record for a crime that you sorta didn't commit. And then one day, via a mysterious app on your phone, you find that you have superpowers, effectively, basically by doing JoJo stands to beat up demons in an alternate dimension. and then you make friends and have a bunch of girlfriends, and then regret it later.
Can you take your dog for walks though?
No, that's Persona 3 is the one.
Yeah, that's
for a walk.
why Persona 3 is like, oh man, this is peak.
Yeah, it's true. And also, if you're playing as the female main character, you can make friends with the dog, which is like objectively a step in the right direction. There's a lot of debate about whether the male MC or the female MC is better. Obviously, female is better because she gets to be friends with the dog, and the male MC does not.
What's the name of this one?
That is Orpheus. That's
Thank you.
Yeah,
I always forget his name.
yeah, that's the main persona of the P3
Third
MC.
player,
Yeah.
yeah.
There's also a female version if you're partial to that.
Okay, so would you care to get into detail about how you kind of didn't commit a crime? Or is that like
Or is that spoilers?
Not really. Yeah, so one day in your nondescript hometown, you're walking home from who cares? And there's this bald pit bull looking motherfucker who's like trying
Pitbull
to force
the person or Pitbull a dog?
the person, Mr. World. He looks like Mr. Worldwide, is what I mean to say. And he's kind of trying to force this woman into a car with some uncomfortable sexual, sort of implications there. Our sort of block of wood protagonist, who's not really a block of wood because he's a fucking Chad, he rolls up and he barely says anything. He's like, don't, rape is bad. And then Mr. Worldwide, being drunk off his ass, proceeds to try to attack our Chad protagonist. And he fucking dodges it. And then Mr. Worldwide eats shit and hits his head. So he's bleeding all over the place, right? And so he calls the cops on Harem Fucker 249, our hero. And long story short, he gets a criminal record, and his parents kick him the fuck out and send him to Tokyo to go live with Coffee Dad.
Okay.
Coffee Dad?
So
Yeah, he runs a coffee shop.
Yes, Coffee Dad indeed.
So on the strength of that, here's my pitch for the special next season. Is instead of picking a main game, I pick the main game and I tell Jake, and then at the start of the episode, he's just gonna describe it badly. That's gonna be.
You're implying that description was bad. I think that was a pretty fucking.
Okay.
That was a pretty solid description of how what happened.
You describe it very accurately.
Thank you. That's what happened. What do you want?
So Mr. Worldwide was in Persona 5.
Yeah, I think he was originally going to be cast in the English dub, but then there were kind of complications and they had to get.
All right. Well, I've not played Persona 5, so I can.
No, they were not going to cast Mr. Worldwide, unfortunately.
You have to do that.
He looks like Mr. Worldwide. What do you want?
Okay, does someone want to talk about Megaman?
I mean, we should talk about. Well, if anyone else knows anything else about Scramble, aside from its Persona
It's Dynasty Warriors.
5, but it's also Dynasty Warriors.
Yeah,
after the main game.
No, it takes place longer than that.
Yeah, it's
6 months after the main game. It said he went back for summer vacation.
Yeah.
6 months after the end of the first. The Persona 5.
Yeah, and now there's.
So Futaba is now a year and a half older.
Yeah.
So slightly less creepy.
So wait. It happens.
It's fine. You're 16.
It happens 6 months, but you're a year and a half older.
Well, because the beginning of the 5th game.
Yeah, because it takes. Yeah, it goes over the course of the year. Yeah, it's the whole semester, or rather, the whole school year. So there's a new robot girl. She's an AI. Her name's Sophia. She's really cute. You also get an adult who has a persona, which is crazy. It's fucking Valjean from Les Mis for some reason is his persona. I
thought you were saying that the adult was Jean Valjean from.
No, well, his persona is Jean Valjean, but he is not literally Jean Valjean, unfortunately. Yeah.
She's picking her nose with her gun.
Huh? I think it's supposed to be the side of her head, but it does indeed look like she's cramming her. I like this art. Gosh, what do you look up here? Good art.
I just looked up Persona protagonist.
Yeah, that's good fucking God.
That has nothing to do with anything we're talking about.
Oh, fucking Teddy. Oh no.
What? I thought they were looking at. I thought they were looking at Persona protagonist. Does that?
Yeah, I'm trying to find good reference for them.
Yes, but talking about the art they're looking at is not very entertaining for anyone watching.
I like to give our audience a sense of ambiguity about our current scenario. You know what I'm saying?
No, I don't know what you're saying. I don't understand it. It doesn't make any sense to me. I only deal in things that
Okay.
make any goddamn sense whatsoever.
See, the problem is you've been in the shoes of running this show for so long, you have a hard time imagining what it's like to be in the audience. Me, because I never contribute anything, I can easily put
That's
myself
true.
in the mindset of an audience member. And I know as an audience member, I like it when I don't know what's going on.
I'm gonna
That
leave.
is. What is the cool Mega Man character that everyone's like, man, that guy's... Is that Proto Man?
Zero.
Zero? Yeah,
Zero,
Zero.
okay.
Yeah.
Proto Man was the cool Mega Man character until Zero.
Yeah.
He was the one who'd like show up all mysteriously and be like, I have a shitty blaster, but also a shield.
You know what? I bet Shaunik's not working right now. I bet he's like taking a poop or something.
Time for mate consulting, yeah.
So in Mega Man, well, I guess there's like so many Mega Man games, but the general gist of Mega Man is like a dude who makes robots vastly underestimates how evil the dude he's working with is. And then the dude he's working with turns all his robots evil, and he's like, oh gosh, how could you do that? And has to use his one remaining not evil robot to destroy all the evil robots.
And I believe the fucking... the one that he uses to destroy the evil robots is like later in like the expanded lore is the soul of his son.
Oh,
Yes,
God.
yes.
Land's like avatar guy is his brother's soul.
And he
What the fuck was this? Because he was Lan, and then his brother was
Okay, so is Lan like a human being?
Lan is a child.
Okay, so he's like
A child.
This is Lan.
Okay, yeah.
This
I didn't
is
know
Lan.
if he was gonna be like secretly a robot or whatever.
No.
Okay.
His brother is a Navi.
Okay.
There's
Yeah.
a really good album by, I think it's the Megas, that is basically like the rock opera of Mega Man.
Okay. I see.
Like, if you want like a pretty well presented plot of the first few Mega Man games, just like listen to the Megas album. Let me find the name of it.
Rock
Yeah, I forgot.
Oh,
the name.
Yeah, I believe it's History Repeating Red and History Repeating Blue.
I see. Okay. That's interesting.
What is
Ooh. Okay.
that? Is not
Yeah.
a good reference.
Okay, so what is
Also-
this game? What is the game?
This is unfortunate.
Oh, like the fusion game?
That's
Yeah.
unfortunate.
I really want to do
We
something.
know they're not gonna help us.
I really want to do something
Oh,
based
no.
on the robot masters in Mega Man. Like, it's a Persona thing where you have to destroy one thing for each of the major arcana, but I think there's like 22 of them in Persona, which is a lot of arcana.
Yeah, well, in Persona 3, you destroy up to death. What number is death again?
Death is 15.
Yeah,
Or
you
no,
just-
Death is 13.
13, yeah. So you destroy up to 13 in Persona 3. That sort of thing never comes back, though. That only happens in Persona 3.
Okay. Oh, does Persona 5 not have the arcana as like a thing?
The arcanas are like their relationship.
Confident.
Yeah,
Well,
they
like
rel-
that's in Persona 3 as well. But that's
yeah,
like
in Persona 3, the Arcana specifically referred to like the mini bosses, or well, like the bosses, and later the final boss that you fight. That's where you get the the Arcana is the means by which all is revealed, etc., etc. Like the Arcana is in every one, but in terms of it being specifically grounded in a particular entity, that was only Persona 3. that did that.
Though all of the enemies are based off the arcana.
Yeah.
So like the magician, you'll have like ones that are based off of that. And shit.
Yeah, like all the personas, your Estelcx, and the enemies, they're all like within the umbrella of different arcana. But as for like, oh, this thing is this arcana, that was just, it was only Persona 3 that did like this.
But
boss
yeah,
is this
basically,
arcana.
it's Persona, and you have to fight the man bosses of Mega Man. So you have to fight Devilman, as in the anime Devilman, Hanged Man,
Hangman Man.
I'm into Hanged Man,
Uh,
man.
Empress Man.
Oh wait, oh shit, oh dude, oh wait, oh shit. Give me,
Oh,
if Sean was here, I could get this fucking joke going so much faster. Give me a minute. Oh god, it's gonna take me a sec. Sorry, this joke is gonna be killer. All right, it's gonna be like the best.
You have to
Holy fuck.
battle Deathman.
Come on.
Oh no,
Come-
wait! You have to battle Moon Man.
Oh
You
yeah.
have to battle the Moon
And
Man.
Sun Man?
And
fucking-
Sun Man.
Is it Dayman and Nightman we have to fight?
All right. And Wheel of Fortune Man is Pat Sajak.
What?
He's the host of Wheel of Fortune.
Wheel of Fortune Man. I hate you.
So unfortunately, the Arcana is just Wheel, not Wheel of Fortune.
Yeah, or it's Fortune usually. is what-
It's if you use the French name for it, then it's the Wheel of Fortune, but the translation is just Fortune.
Yeah. I mean, it's still, like, I mean, in Persona 3, you literally fight an enemy that does the fortune thing. But that's neither here nor there.
I'm not sure I can afford the license to put Patch Sajak in my game.
God damn it! I'm gonna tweet Pat Sajak's estate. We're gonna
We're gonna make this happen.
yeah, I'm gonna get Tony J on the job. We're gonna sort all this out.
Stop.
I'm holding you to the fact that you're gonna tweet someone.
Okay.
Okay. You may meet with disappointment. I'm afraid to tell you.
Like the Arcana disappointment or disappointment man?
Is there a disappointment?
Because
Arcana?
because I've already met one disappointing man today. I don't want to double that up.
Just the one?
Just,
oh wow,
just,
must
just
be a
the
good
one.
day.
Just the one.
Wow. I see.
So
Me,
well,
I've had far too many encounters with disappointing men.
I gotta put my goofs aside and try and think of like a thing. Like
Yeah,
maybe
if you're trying to think, you should not have me on the show.
maybe like no, you help with like the thinking process. I've come up with at least one good idea because you've been like contributing. I don't know, whatever it is that you think you contribute, and then I've been like,
Whoa.
yeah, this is the thing.
I produced the thing.
You've helped produce the thing. You are the quote unquote ideas man of the show.
Yeah, I'm the idea guy. You know,
Ugh.
I'm the intellectual core of this operation.
Oh dear.
So like a Persona side-scrolling platformer could be kind of rad.
Yeah, that seems like that's a good idea. We'll
Like-
probably have.
I
one
like
of those
platformers.
anyways.
I mean, like you could take the whole Megaman thing where you get new. So in Megaman, has everyone played Megaman? I guess I'll describe it for the purposes of
So
anyone.
I've like played one. Yeah.
But the basic thing is you start with very few skills and abilities, and each time you kill a boss, you get a new skill or ability, and certain bosses are weak to the abilities of other bosses. So, like, fucking Woodman is very weak to the fire weapon from the fire
Which
boss.
you conveniently get from defeating the fire boss beforehand.
There you go.
Yeah,
No, in Mega Man, you pick.
Right.
yes.
There isn't like a no. You pick. So you could go fight the one that's weak to fire, and then go fight the one that is fire.
Yes. And then also, there are some abilities that are hidden in the boss, like in the levels before the boss. So, like, the slide is hidden somewhere in Mega Man X before you actually get to the boss. So you can also do a thing where it's like, I go to this level and I get the slide, and then I go somewhere else. So I like, you could really like persona it up with the like, you beat the boss and then you gain the boss's persona.
Yeah, I mean that's
Yeah,
kind
that'd
of
be
a,
pretty cool.
that's kind of no.
And persona already has a thing, like it already has a Shin Megami Tensei thing of like, use the weaknesses or get shit on, son.
Yeah, that's a good overview of work. Yeah.
I mean, that's why I really like the SMT battle systems, because they feel way more puzzly. Of like, if you don't do it right, you take a lot. You like just get hurt a lot.
Yeah, as far as I understand, like SMT, generally speaking, will fuck you a lot harder than Persona will.
Yeah,
Or
well,
perhaps
so
more like Persona 3.
so SMT is a game where you can hit a puzzle that will not like, if you make a mistake, you will instantly die. And Persona is a game where you get in a battle, and if you make 2 mistakes, it'll probably like, it'll suck for you, but you can probably finish it.
Yeah, I mean, they still have like, well, actually, no, I think kind of like Persona's a bit unique in its difficulty curve, in that like you have enemies with a lot of enemies, in fact, with instant kills, and if one of those instant kills happens to work on your main character, it's over.
Yeah.
It's literally just game over right a fucking way. As you get later into the game, there's ways to resist that, but in the early game, it's just like no. You get hit with hammer and it works, it's over. You're dead.
Yep.
Fuck you.
Man, all the like Mega Man games have cool names in Japan, and then they're just called like Rockman whatever, Mega Man whatever. Yeah, it's called Mega Man whatever.
Yeah, it's Rockman
in Japan. Yeah, so like Mega Man 2 in Japan is like Rockman 2, Dr. Wily no Nazo, and then in America it's just like Mega Man 2. Oh man, the Mega Man 2 the Mega Man 2 box art's amazing though.
He's holding a gun.
Oh, I can't make this big enough. Ah.
I want one of these streams to just have
what's the name?
Just speak in like bad Japanese for the whole time.
Oh.
Like no English, just all bad Japanese.
What's the name of our game?
I'm thinking about it, but first I have to find a very
How
big
about Persona
version.
Matched?
I have to find I have to find a very big version of the Mega Man 2 box. I can't even find it. This is so disappointing. Okay, well, this is the biggest version of it I can find. I'm putting on stream. It just, I don't know. It's a thing. I'm just like side scrolling.
Yeah, the gun. I love the gun.
It just looks like it's for like the Amiga or something, right? Like it does not look like it should be a Nintendo SNES game.
Quite the sight.
It's a Persona side-scrolling game. Like, is it actually I guess it has to be like an actual Mega Man crossover to have Mega Man in the title.
Does it?
No, it doesn't. I don't know. So I was looking at the titles of Mega Man games to try and like get an idea of what I was going to do, and that's when I saw the Mega Man 2 box art and started to like lose my shit a little bit. But like all the Mega Man games in America don't have interesting subtitles. So Mega Man powered up.
Just so you know, you're still on your screen looking through Wikipedia.
Okay, my bad. I got you. I could just be like Persona Battle Network.
Yeah, you can do something like that.
That is certainly an option.
That's like going the other way, which I'm still into. Like, a Persona game done with like a set of similar mechanics to Mega Man Battle Network would also be pretty rad.
Talk to me about Battle Network then.
I've only played like a little. I only played a bit on I think the DS Battle Network game. But it's...
The only thing I know about it is Sean would be talking about it a lot right now.
Yeah, definitely.
So it's a Mega Man RPG where you go into like turn-based battles and you position your dudes on like there's 2 fields of like 3x3 grids on each side, and in turns you'll move your dude to a different position on the grid or queue up which item or ability you're going to use. So it's like where you're stood and what resources you're using on any particular turn are actually really important to winning the fight.
Okay.
I'd say that Mega Man Battle Network has a pretty like cult following of people who are like, oh man, Mega Man Battle Network's a rad fucking game. The only Mega Man game I've played completely is the one where you're a courier on the DS. It's the one that came out recently, I actually think, on Switch.
A courier?
Yeah.
Huh.
It's called...
Is that like a New Vegas crossover?
No, it's Mega Man ZX.
Oh,
Technically, you're not a courier after you become Mega Man. So you start out as a courier and you're carrying the, like, Mega Man power core or whatever, and then you die and the Mega Man power core, like, bonds with you and you become Mega Man.
Okay, yeah, I see.
So what you're telling me is it's an isekai.
Well, no, because you're
But you don't go into another
you don't
world.
go to another world. And you're actually still kind of crappy as Megaman, you have to like go destroy the other like robot. I'm not called Robot Masters in this. They're called something else. So it's Megaman ZX is the one that I've played.
Are there any like original isekai video games, or are they all based off existing anime?
I mean, what's the point of an isekai game?
Just having a playable isekai.
But like every game is an isekai game.
What?
Every game is an isekai game.
And doesn't an isekai necessitate you like dying or being forcefully transported somewhere else?
The main thing in an isekai anime is that the person in the isekai exploits their real world knowledge in order to cheat at like the video game they're in, right?
That's not 100%
They
true.
get some.
A lot of the times they just get a super OP power.
Yeah.
It's basically like
the best guy ever.
Okay, every game with cheat codes is an isekai anime. Right? You can just start the game and make yourself
I feel like
super
the
powered.
point is being missed here.
Okay, you tell me what the point of an isekai anime is, and I'll try and disseminate it into game mechanics, but also I have to come up with a name.
You as a character...
I feel like the mechanics isn't the thing here.
You as a character die and go into another world. Or not even die, just go to another world. So the main character can't exist. Like, for instance, Dot Hack, the video game, you play as a video game character. That's not an isekai, you're just playing as a video game character.
Okay, but if I just... so, for example, if I took, like, the Sims character creator, and you spent, like, however long making your character in The Sims, and then it showed a cutscene of you being hit by a truck, and then it's just, like, an RPG with a completely different character design from then on. Is that an isekai video game?
The thing, okay, here's one of the key things that you need.
Yes, it would be much more of an isekai game than just video games in general.
Yeah, but you also need to be a hapless rando, generally speaking. You need to be just like a milquetoast vanilla motherfucker in your previous world, and then become a lightning turbo Chad in the new world.
That's why I said specifically the Sims character creator. Like you're just making a regular dude. You're making a regular schmo. So then...
assuming that you're not using the Sims character creator to make like a fucking alien or something, sure.
I can tell you what the isekai video game is. It's Ni no Kuni.
Yeah, okay, good. I had a feeling.
Okay, yeah, Ni no Kuni, yeah.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Okay, good. That's why I was expecting to say, okay.
So, the other reason...
Is Bill Clinton in that game?
What? No, I literally didn't hear what you said.
Oh, isn't Bill Clinton in that game?
No, you're thinking of Ni no Kuni 2.
Yes.
Bill Clinton's in that.
Yeah, okay,
but
good.
like it's more like
it's a Yahtzee
Asian game. Obama.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Or I don't know. How do I describe it? It's like somebody.
Okay, so what's the name of our game? It was Battle Network.
Yeah, it's gonna be Persona 5 Battle Network. Oh no, wait, it's gonna be Persona 5 Network Scramble.
I'm thinking.
Oh, I like that.
Maybe like Persona 5 jacking in all night.
Okay, I like that, but it doesn't work with Scramble.
No,
if this was one of the dancing games, I would agree with you.
Oh man, yeah. If we were doing a mashup with a dancing game and the thing was jacking in all night, I'm there. It's a Persona hacking game. It's a Persona music hacking game.
Technically, Scramble is a Persona hacking game, but that's neither here nor there.
What?
It's a hacking. It's a new sound. They're derivative of hack and slashes.
Hack and slash. Just because you are doing hacking does not mean it is a hacking game.
This is true. Yes.
Don't.
It's too late now.
Don't fucking start me on the English language, all right? I don't have it in me.
Don't tempt him.
I'm trying to get you started on the Japanese language instead.
I don't know why.
Okay. Can you do me a big favor, a big stream favor?
No.
When you like things, can you just say they're Sugoi instead of saying?
Okay.
You, my Tomodachi is asking.
Okay, but should I like really overdo it? I should be like Sugoi.
No. Just say it with
no,
your
you want
usual
me to say it in my
British
regular
accent.
British accent, which I'm not. No.
Yeah, that's why
I might say that the King of Norway is my Tomodachi, but
yes.
or Tomodachi. The king of Norway is my Tamagotchi.
My Tamagotchi.
Yeah, if you've never watched Vinland Saga and you want to low key learn some British history, and also here,
is that when the Vikings invaded Britain? Is that the
yep,
thing?
yep, a whole huge chunk of Vinland Saga is about the Vikings invading England.
Did they fight Macbeth?
Hand. What have I done?
I don't know. I don't think we've got that far, but King Canut's in it.
Oh yeah.
It also has really rad.
He's a very beautiful lady.
Yeah, it also has really rad anime Vikings. Like, words can't do justice to how rad they are.
It's come up a couple times. You seem to be very into it. Yes.
I mean, yes, I'm into anything anime that like deviates from the standard. Anyway, I was going to describe the other reason why there's no isekai anime.
Or games rather.
Isekai games. Yeah, there's too many isekai anime. Way too many.
Lay it on me. Give me the hot take.
So the other thing about isekai that we identified when we were discussing it is that you start off overpowered, right? Like you start off with like stupid bullshit powers.
Or at the very least, you quickly become really over. New world.
And nearly all RPGs are about like developing your character over time. So if you start with a really powerful character, there's just like from a games design perspective, it's very hard to design content that's like this is how you're going to have an interesting progression without.
I mean, you can make a Musou game.
I mean,
what?
Dynasty Warriors.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But like Dynasty Warriors games they're boring.
Good.
They're not bad.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they're very popular, but yeah. This is true. I didn't say.
Sorry, like
good.
when we were talking about this, I was assuming that we were trying to design like a good video game. Like I was assuming we were going to design something that the first game was going to be popular, and you weren't just going to lean on the IP to make money. Like
I don't want there to be. It's more the concept than the IP, really.
But Dynasty Warriors is the IP, right? Like if Dynasty Warriors wasn't attached to the fucking Chinese history, Japanese history, Asian history.
I don't remember which.
Yeah,
I think if it wasn't initially tied to that, nobody would have given a shit about it. Nobody would have cared. The second Dynasty Warriors game was like an okay 2D brawler. It was a 2D fighting game. It was like Tekken but bad. I own it. It's a PS1 game.
Oh, really? Interesting.
Yeah.
So, how hot was that take, James?
I would say that's kind of like it's kind of like a spring day, and you have a lemonade, and you leave it on the table outside for like 45 minutes. That's kind of the temperature of that take.
That's pretty hot.
Should I spend a lot of time and effort into making stream visualizations where it like puts a big thermometer on screen and then you see it scroll up and down to hit like the current temperature of the take?
Wherein like the thermometer like it becomes lava inside and it cracks.
Yeah, it like starts to melt the thermometer.
The take is too hot to handle.
Okay, but it would only work if Jesse took care of it and actually like every time he was about to say that's a hot take, he'd be like, "Let me just check the thermometer."
Pop that into the.
Let me just check the hot take thermometer.
Let me slam the thermometer algorithms. Give me a sec.
I'm just gonna be really disappointed when we get to the end of the season and I open up Tier Maker and I'm like, okay, we're gonna rank Duncan's top 10 hottest takes. And you're just not gonna remember them, and I'm gonna be disappointed. I'm like, you had so many opinions of these at the time, and just.
Also, I feel like we only have like 4 or 5 super hot takes, don't we?
Well,
Like every episode, you're like, "That's a hot take."
No, no. I Tony J every episode, but.
Every other episode, you say there's a hot take.
I'm pretty sure I could go through every single episode that we have both contributed to, and in every single episode, you would have said at some point, "That's a hot take."
I don't think that's true.
Sometimes you've done
Especially
it
not, like,
twice.
the earliest episodes.
I don't know. I feel like it's more likely in the early episodes, to be honest.
Hmm.
At this point, the only way I'm going to find that out is if I get transcripts done of the episodes, and that's not going to happen.
God,
I'm
that would
certainly,
never do
I'm
that.
certainly not going to sit here and listen to them all. Let
Okay,
me
good.
tell you.
Even our devoted viewers can't even be asked to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tune in next week, true believers.
I would like you to refrain from calling our listeners true believers.
Why is that?
I'd like you to stop calling our listeners, watchers, our watchers true believers.
I don't understand why.
I don't know, it just makes our show seem weird and culty, and
No, it's like I'm channeling the spirit
You
of
know what you do instead? Call them believers.
and listen, I don't want to be part of a
Yes,
weird
I'll-
cult. I only want to be part of a normal
Okay,
cult,
wait.
like a normal.
Now I
regular
have an
cult.
important question.
Okay.
If
What?
we get a big fan base, what are they called?
The Misc Matches.
Idiots.
Wow.
That's savage, man.
What if we just called them like the Misc, like the miscellaneous?
That's certainly an option.
Well then, can we use the abbreviation and just call them the Misc?
The Misc.
They're the Musk.
The Musk.
There we go.
What would we call them as a plural?
Oh,
Like
so we just call them Elons?
Yeah, there we
No.
go.
They're the Muskies.
Yeah, we got told.
No.
Watching right now.
Thanks, I hate it.
Yeah, there we
there
go.
are little Teslas.
Yeah. Oh my! I feel like that's asking to get in trouble. Once we break like the 2 million, like 3 million area,
I don't
Yeah,
know.
I can't wait for us to break the 2 million, 3 million
I'm
mark.
thinking like halfway through season 2. We're
Okay, so
Oh yeah, that's when we're gonna fly.
Isn't this season
we
2?
are in season 2
No.
already.
Oh, are we?
Yep.
Yeah, season 3's coming up.
Oh shit! Is it?
I was actually reading the chat.
Oh fuck. Okay. God damn it.
I mean, I was more or less reading it. I just didn't realize that this was season 2 and we will be in season.
You also
Okay.
are having a whole lot of streams that
I-
are just going to be even nifty because Shonik and I are going to be in Japan for 3 weeks.
Yeah, I don't know what that's gonna be. Yeah,
Don't worry, we're replacing you with other people.
that's a good.
Okay.
Yeah, I respect that.
At least I hope we are. Let's find out.
I mean, I'm trying.
I just have to share this with you guys. I was looking for Persona 5 fonts, and it's like Persona 5 send a personalized Valentine, and it really just looks like send a personalized, like, ransom note.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
I would not
Whoa.
feel the love if I saw this.
It's okay, that too scared me.
You know, yeah, but Persona 5 is all about love. It's about love for a lot of different women at the same time.
Yeah, you mentioned this before. And I like, can you give additional details without spoiling anything? Because I really want to play.
You
Boy,
pick
can I ever.
your waifu.
Here's the thing, son. Okay, so in all the modern Persona games, the mainline ones, not the spin-offs, you have the opportunity to enter into a romance and have sex with the most of the female characters you encounter.
Wait, is it confirmed you actually have sex with them, or is it just like
that
they hang out?
Oh, okay.
So in Persona 3, it's very
heavily.
It's very
explicit,
heavily implied that you have sex with other characters.
Yes.
One of them does say, I hope my parents can't hear me screaming.
Yes, that's in Persona 3, but not our parents, rather. Parents are dead and shit. But you know, all parents are usually dead. You know how it is.
Hang on,
but
is
yes,
that
there
in like the weird love hotel dungeon in Persona 3, or is that something?
No,
different?
that's a different. That's
Okay.
a different. Yeah, that's just a goofy mandatory plot sort of thing. Yeah. Also, so in Persona 3, if you want to get 100%, you have no choice. You have to cheat on girls. You have to fuck all of them. You don't have an option. You got to do it. There's no choice. The game does not give you an option whatsoever.
Oh,
if you
well,
wanna
the
get
next
100%.
time, I'm two-timing, I'm gonna be like, wow, at least I'm 100%ing Persona 3.
Yes, yes.
Just be like,
Whereas
oh, babe, I didn't cheat on you. I just needed to 100%.
it's true, yes.
If
Whereas
you
in
really
Persona
loved
4 and
me, you'd want me to get 100% completion.
5, yeah. So in Persona 4 and 5, they mercifully give you the option wherein you no longer have to be a philandering jerk, but you can still very much choose to do so. Culminating in things such as Persona 5, where you have the Valentine's Day scene and you get beat to shit by like 9 girls at the same time. It's all
date,
very.
That's my king.
You can date 9 girls at the same time in Persona 5.
Yes, many of whom are adults having a legally dubious relationship with a male minor. Yes, one of which is your teacher.
That is equality.
Yes, thank you. Yes.
And your doctor.
So you can see why this game moved over 1 million copies. Yeah. So yeah, basically there are social links and/or confidants in the modern games.
But like what you're getting at is there's a scene where you get caught for being a philandering piece of shit.
Only if you philander.
Yeah. So the way this works is that in Persona 3 there are no consequences. There's a wacky scene where you almost get caught and then nothing happens. Persona 4 they make you feel really fucking bad about it, and the girls guilt you to shit, and it's yeah. And then Persona 5 it's just a wacky goofy anime scene where they beat you up and then you get away. Basically.
So then my only important follow-up question, I understand that this is entirely subjective, is am I ever actually going to feel conflicted about my choices in Persona 5? Because usually there's like they're all good girls, Bront, but there's always a best girl.
Yeah. Oh, as you might imagine, the waifu fate regarding Persona is yes, it is a fiery minefield of constant bloodshed and anger about who is best girl. And I could talk to you about who is best girl, but it would yeah.
Someone would claim you're wrong and report this video.
Okay, but
yeah, exactly.
It's not about whether two people think 2 different girls are the best girl. It's about if I'm playing the game and I'm not going to be able to pick between 2 different... Like, I'm going to struggle to pick between 2 different women. Like, there is obviously one best girl in Persona 3, depending on what your particular proclivities are.
So, who are we thinking about in Persona?
Persona 3, obviously, for me, best girl is Mitsuru.
Whoa!
Hot take alert!
What?
It's not. That is a hot take.
It's not that hot.
Really? Do go on.
What? I don't understand.
Go
on. What am I supposed to go on about?
Tell me what you like about Mitsuru Senpai.
Mitsuru, I like the characters who like act more mature.
Okay.
And are like more bossy.
It's because he can't meet a girl
doesn't know how to eat a fucking burger.
It's just like funny and cute.
Interesting. I guess his best girl, by the way. But that's
not so I guess it's like, I guess it's cute and all. I don't want to date her. We'd be friends. I will friend zone her so fast it will make her fucking head spin.
And her head indeed probably can spin if you want it
to. I mean, at least you didn't say Yukari, so we're all.
I'm pretty sure that Estelcx stands Yukari. So if he were here, she's a starting girl.
Oh right,
yeah,
right. I'm pretty sure when he played it, he stand egg. I guess.
Yeah, I know, but I think he is overall Yukari best girl. I believe he's told me.
I mean, so technically the actual correct answer in Persona 3 is the female protagonist, but you can't choose to date the female protagonist. So.
Yes, but also female protagonists can be gay with Aegis, which is, isn't that ultimately what we all want? A gay robot GF.
The side characters in Persona 3. I remember Yuko, but she was just like whatever.
Clearly, best girl is Gun.
Oh yeah, actually, come to think of it, yeah, Estelcx likes Chihiro overall, I believe. The treasurer, yeah, her.
I never did her arc. I never did her.
Ooh, interesting.
Is that a hot take?
Not really. That's
Okay.
just true.
Oh.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, the treasure.
I just from
Shark
Persona
looking.
3, I just remember really doing the arc for the old couple running the bookshop.
Yeah, that's in the game. Persona 3. Okay, here's a hot fucking take. For me, Persona 3 has the worst social links. I think overall they're like there's some really great ones, but overall I think they're the weakest by pretty far.
I remember it
Unfortunately.
had some pretty good villains. Had some pretty
Yeah.
cool-
Well, sort. I mean, like.
Well, okay. Up until the midpoint of Act 2, which, given its Persona game, is like 40 hours into the game.
Yeah,
It has some
Persona 3
pretty
is
good
actually like the
villains.
shortest modern Persona game.
Which one?
Persona 3.
Mm.
Yeah. I don't. Do we care about Persona 3 spoilers? I guess we do.
Are
I low key do, but not that much.
Yeah.
you planning on playing Persona 3 eventually?
It's one of those things. It's like I want to play it, but I probably will never get around to it.
You
Okay.
can.
Too many
Well, I
games.
mean. Yeah, I mean, you could very well just go out like get an emulator right now, but don't tell me I told you that, or don't tell me.
I mean,
I assume you're waiting
also
for.
I have it.
I assume you're waiting for a Switch re-release to come out.
I might play it if it was on Switch.
Because that's what
Sexy.
I'm waiting for is like the Persona. What's it? Persona 3, the PS Vita or PS. It's the PS Vita version, right? That is. the-
Persona 4 is on PS.
Yeah,
Gold.
so I'm basically waiting for the portable version of 3 and the portable version of 4 to get a Switch port, and then I will play through them properly and not play through them part of the way through and then stop playing because I don't have 120 hours to play a video game.
Yeah. Unfortunately, if you really want to do the Persona thing, it's gonna cost you like fucking 400 hours.
I'm never going to 100% complete it. I won't 100% complete anything unless it's Final Fantasy X or
Me IRL.
takes less than like 60 hours to 100% complete.
Interesting.
It's
Yeah.
not that like dude, this is not interesting. This is when you have a job that regularly takes 50 hours and can take up to 70 hours of your week, and you have a streaming show and you have like 6 other regular social calendar events that happen every other week.
Like brunch and gloom and anime night.
Yeah.
Oh,
You do not have time for games that are going to take 80 hours because it'll take you like 2 months to finish a video game.
Hey, don't worry. I am by no means judging you.
I'm just telling you it's not you're saying interesting, but it's not interesting.
I don't know. I found that kind of interesting.
I'm
Good.
trying not to say
Yeah.
anything lukewarm right now. Just so you know that I'm not going to make a statement that you could measure the
He's
temperature
not
of.
gonna stoop to your level.
That'd be a challenge. You can't get down here. You can't bend like I do.
You can't reach my depths.
Yeah, you don't have a hope in hell.
I don't want to, right? Like we established that. Like the lowest I'm gonna go today is stating which Persona girl I stan.
You guys
That's
give me
disappointing.
Such good material for your romance fic.
Yeah, but Chie's best girl overall. But that's neither here nor there.
Yeah, you fucking love Chi.
Hang on, which? That's Persona
Persona
4.
Yeah, she's the one with the bowl cut. She's
The spunky, sporty
yeah,
one.
the spunk, the stupid spunk
You
girl. Yeah,
definitely have a type.
but hey,
Until you said stupid.
hey.
Wow.
Yeah, anyways,
I hope she hears this one day.
that's highly improbable.
That's fair.
These are okay, granted, once we hit like 2 million views, like someone's probably gonna hear this, but until then,
Man,
it's gonna remain
I like
relative-
don't remember half the Persona 4 characters.
yeah,
Admittedly, I didn't play that much of it, so.
Yeah, were you playing the original? I assume you were.
Yeah. So
yeah,
Persona 4, I'm just waiting for a version of Persona 4 Golden that I can play on my Switch to come out.
Yeah,
I get. I think it's out on PS4 now.
No, it is not.
Oh, it's not.
No.
Well,
No,
then, yeah, I have
yeah,
a good excuse, which is that Persona 4 Golden is not out on a console where I can play it.
yeah, literally the only way to play it is or a PS TV. That's it. That's all you got. It sucks.
Oh my god, the Midnight Channel girl is so cute. I bet she has a bad personality.
Which one are you talking
Which hair
about?
color?
Mary? Or is she,
Oh,
or is she,
Marie.
Which
Oh, boy.
hair color?
Marie is controversial for sure.
oh, is she like a trap or something?
No, nothing like that. It's just people. One, she was she was only added in Golden. And two, people feel that she's like kind of like crowbarred into the plot, and that they go way too out of their way to put her in everything. I don't necessarily agree, but that's just people. That's an opinion.
That's because you also mildly stan Marie.
She's all right. She's acceptable. I like her more than like Yukiko.
Yukiko boring.
Yeah, she's so boring. Oh my god. I like you, Amanda Winley, but it's unfortunate. Very boring. Oh, she's the voice actress. Yeah, Yukiko. Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, I don't have a Persona 4 character take. I really like the setting for Persona 4 though. It's really interesting.
Oh, Inaba?
TV
Yeah,
murders?
Inaba's lovely.
Yeah, but also it's in like the countryside.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, as is probably clear, my knowledge of Persona is pretty encyclopedic, so I can. Yeah. This stuff's
these are my special abilities.
Yeah, my number one ability.
Your stand. This is your JoJo stand.
How appropriate.
Encyclopedic anime knowledge.
Oh man. Oh dear. The Metal Gear episode's gonna be a fucking mess.
I like your optimism that there's going to be a Metal Gear episode.
Good point. Yeah.
I mean, I guess
we never got a Death Stranding episode.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, we can put Death Stranding on the regular list now, and then we can get
That's fair.
a Death Stranding episode.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna. That ship has not actually sailed. Do you wanna? I was gonna say ask Jeeves, but we don't ask Jeeves. We ask Yahoo.
I don't know.
We don't ask Jeeves. We tell Jeeves.
I took a brief look.
There's probably not really much on there.
What? Even a Megaman? There's got to be something in Megaman.
Oh, Megaman, certainly, yeah.
Oh yeah, guys, do you remember it was controversial that characters shot themselves in the head in Persona 3?
Yeah.
They really did, yeah.
I mean, they didn't. They were just like, here's our thing to bring our things out of our bodies, and they look a lot like guns. Because that's edgy in Japan.
The whole thing is you gotta scare your body into thinking you're about to die.
Yeah, fight or flight response, yes. You know what should have been more controversial, but nobody knows about? In fucking Persona 3 Portable, the female protagonist can enter a relationship with like a 13-year-old boy.
Right.
Yeah. You can romance Ken-kun if you want to. Now that's controversial.
Apparently not.
Yeah, no, it's because no one fucking knows about it.
I mean,
barely anyone played the female route.
Again, like, the temptation to say something spicy is high, but I'll take a hard pass.
Fucking do it.
No.
Lay it down.
No. It's too
God
late.
damn
I already decided not to.
Oh, you son of a bitch. I respect that.
Do you though?
Yes. I mean, I don't. I wish you would, but I respect that you don't.
I mean, I doubt there's anything really good for Mega Man, but I guess it's worth a punt. It's worth a punt. I don't understand why I do like a fake British accent when I have a real British accent.
Yeah. All right. Here's a decent one. Persona 3 question. Ellipses. Question mark. So is Persona 3 really heavy on the suicide part? I'm thinking of getting it, but it just seems depressing having my character commit suicide every battle. Okay, my guy. Thank you, Tanya.
I mean, if by suicide you mean you get murdered by words, that definitely happens in Persona 3.
Oh, Jesus. Okay, here's a good Yahoo Answers. Persona 4 boss guide? Anyone know a website I can use to tell me the boss help and weaknesses? Update. I wanted to know how do you get forecasts to fuse? Okay. I see.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds legit.
Is this by the same fucking guy? How? What? Oh, damn it! They're anonymous. That's unfortunate.
Gosh darn.
They thought they were anonymous just because they were on the internet, but it wasn't true. Alright, Photoshop, you win this round.
Only this round.
Yeah, just this round. You know me, I'm not going to give up that easy.
Is it okay if I look up Mighty Number 9 questions?
Sure.
Yes, but only if you
I support this.
Only if you read good Mighty Number 9 answers.
If I read what?
Good Mighty Number 9 answers. Like, you can look up what you
I
want,
see.
but if you don't find anything good, like, don't read bad ones just so you're reading, like, Mighty Number 9 stuff, because you're like, hey, it's a meme.
Yeah,
A Kickstarter game did not live up to expectations.
highly
It's a meme.
Okay. All right, we got a real head scratcher here, boys.
Boy.
Okay. The Silent Hill Little Evil Girl versus Megaman. The Silent Hill Little Evil brackets with all her powers closed brackets versus Megaman brackets with all his powers closed brackets. Who would win? Don't
which game is
bother.
this?
Sorry, what?
Which Mega Man game? Like every
Who
single
fucking
Mega
knows?
Man.
Who knows which little evil girl this is? Don't bother asking how they would even meet. Bottom line, they did somehow and are fighting. Update. Also add how. Wow. Okay. I see.
So, just for clarity, because I played very little Silent Hill. Well, everyone's gonna find out how my gamer card should be fucking revoked. Plot twist, guys. I don't have a gamer card.
Don't worry, you're a guy, so it'll never have to be revoked. I'm the one who's gonna have to list off every single Mario pixel.
Oh yeah,
Sure,
you're like
you
think
have to cross the bar.
you think you know video games? Name every video game.
You know what the Switch is, right? Somebody fucking like dead ass out.
Oh man, yeah. Actually, you guys must get that all the time, and it's total bullshit.
We should change this to the video game gatekeeping stream.
And then all you guys do is like gaslight us and like mansplain and tell us like.
I think you'll find that.
Okay, but I do actually have a seriously good idea if we can find some more artists who don't know anything about video games.
Oh dear. Yeah. Oh man.
Oh, I can't wait to gatekeep someone else.
Didn't you have a Silent Hill related question, Nifty
Yeah,
boy?
yeah. I wanted to know, like, what character are you talking about when they're like the creepy girl in Silent Hill?
It's gonna be
probably
the
Cheryl.
little girl from the movie.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah. Or it could be Cheryl from the first game. She was also
Which is
creepy.
the little girl which is basically the little girl from the movie.
Whoa. Okay, actually, I think you'll find it.
Please mansplain this to me. I can't wait.
No, I don't know. Fuck all. You know that. Yeah.
It's the little girl who is in the Hell Hospital. In the movie, she was called Alessa, I think.
Yeah.
Isn't that like Heather's twin?
Yeah, you got Alessa and you got Cheryl. I don't remember. Yeah, gosh, I can't remember how this works.
They're not. I don't think that they're twins. Like I think it comes out that they're not twins, but they're like the same person.
Fuck, I think that. How's this work? I think it's that like Cheryl is a reincarnation of Alessa.
Yeah.
I think is how it works. Then Cheryl becomes Heather. She just changes her name.
Harry changes her name to.
Yeah, and then you get Silent Hill 3. Yeah.
So the only female character I really remember from Silent Hill 1 is the weird cop lady.
Yeah, Sybil. Yeah. Everyone's a weird fucking character in that game. Everyone's fucking makes no sense.
Oh, man, like I was not super into. Well, I've never been super into horror games, but like Silent Hill, the first Silent Hill was so good.
No, have you played Silent Hill 2?
No, I've only ever played Silent Hill 1, and then I think I played one of the later games very briefly, but I'm just, like, generally not... I'm not an easy person to, like, unnerve.
Okay.
So I don't really get into horror games because they don't get that big, like, adrenaline rush.
I see.
I was describing to Eve the other night how, like, seeing somebody's fingernails get ripped off
Ah!
is... Yeah, that, like... I'm like, ew, that's kind of... That bothers me, right? That makes me... That disturbs me. But, like, I'm not going to draw any excitement from, like, oh, I'm going to choose to watch a thing where a person has their fingernails ripped off, and then everything else is just like, oh, yeah, this child is being tortured. Okay, that sucks, right? Like, I don't get whatever rush other people get out of it, so it just doesn't... It doesn't appeal to me. The only horror game that I really liked because of how, like, fucking bullshit edgy it was Obscure, because it was like a teen horror movie, but a video game.
Oh, that's the one with fucking like Blink 182 or whatever in it. Yeah.
I mean, they're not in it,
Yeah.
but, it was also
You
pretty...
mean John Blink 81? No, I don't know.
What? What?
I was trying to make the joke about the John whatever.
I say.
John. Oh, like John 182.
Yeah.
I say.
The John Doe.
182.
Oh, are you the John 182?
Yeah.
Okay.
This is my son Blink.
He's sick.
Please help me. Have you seen that picture?
No, can't say.
It's a picture of Guy Fieri holding a really big sad. So somebody put subtitles.
I love that you're cutting out for me.
Good.
So it sounds even more hilarious.
Yeah, and so he's sitting there holding this gigantic ass hot dog. It's like the length of him, and he looks so sad. And so it says, "Please help, my son is sick."
Okay,
I
Google.
can't stop
Guy
laughing at
Fieri
that.
sad hot dog. But yeah, anyway, so you should
Just
go
look
play
up-
Silent Hill 2.
Look up "My Son Is Sick" Guy Fieri.
Alright.
Also, apparently that's not how you pronounce his name.
What?
It's Guy Fieri?
Yeah, it's like Guy Fieri.
Isn't that...
Fieri.
Oh no, his son is sick! No!
Oh, did you look it up?
Yeah.
Oh man, that's
It's so
sad.
funny.
Okay, so the new...
Alexa, play this.
The new Misc Matched is we are now mashing up memes with video games. Please no. God no.
Please no.
No! Just need that thing from The Office where he's like, no! God, no!
Yeah. Your Steve Carell's really good.
Shut up. You think you're gonna win me over with this, like, petty praise, but it's just not.
I know I've already won you over. You can't
Listen to me, son. You're gonna have to lick some bigger...
You cut out at the perfect time, so I couldn't hear fool. All I could think is you won't fuck with me.
Listen,
Good
you
shit.
bootlicker, you're gonna need to lick some bigger boots than that.
Whoa.
Hot, just like my fanfic.
Oh,
I've
my,
read that one.
oh my god.
Man, our viewership's down 50%. We need more Tony J.
Alright, I have
Somebody draw Tony J.
a question for everyone. An important and meaningful question that's related to what we're doing right now.
This is a lie, isn't it?
Well, only kind of.
Good, I love kind of lies.
If you were a Megaman boss, what would be your Megaman boss name and power?
Death Woman. I shoot skeletons. But it's not like human skeletons. I literally just whip chunks of dead robot at him.
Oh, that's kind of interesting. Actually.
Thank you.
My
That means nothing to me.
my Megaman robot master would be Bureaucracy Man, and I'd make Megaman fill out paperwork.
You want to fight me? You have to fill out the fight papers.
No, if you want to enter the room where you have to fight me, you have to fill out like 3 requisition forms just to open the door.
Sign
in
that
triplicate.
shit in triplicate, baby.
If you fill any of them out wrong, you get sent back to the beginning of the level.
That's probably the least popular Mega Man game.
Yeah, it's not a fun Mega Man boss.
It's like a shitty Papers, Please.
That is our Mega Man Papers, Please crossover.
There we go. We got it in the end.
I have to beat the one
Just
robot master
Duncan
in
is
this
the boss.
game. Bureaucracy man. Mega Man has to do his tax returns. That doesn't send you back to the beginning of the level. You fill them all out, and then you find out a year later whether you did the game right or not.
God damn
You're
it.
just salty, aren't you?
His greatest power is auditing you.
I am pro-tax. I am just, like, if you describe the way taxation is enforced, it just sounds really weird. That it's like, we're not going to tell you how much you owe us. You're going to fill out a bunch of forms about how much money you have, and then we're going to estimate how much money you should pay us, and then you pay us, and then later on we're going to decide to give you some of that money back if we think you gave us too much. Like, it just sounds weird. I don't think it's wrong. It's a very sensible way of acquiring money so that you can have a military, so you can have a country, so that you can protect your citizens, but...
I quite frankly am tired of having a country. I'm over it.
Anarchy.
I mean, you are very free to not have a country whenever you feel like it.
I don't think you are unless you go out into international waters.
Yeah, you just got to do
yeah,
that.
you just go out into international waters.
I feel like there's some duress placed upon you that prevents you from going into international waters.
I feel like you're just a coward.
So the only limiting factor to be like, hey, drop me off into this territory that is not claimed by any existing country or is in like a equivocal neutral zone, is that you have to raise the money to find somebody to take you there, and that's like a one-time cost of what, like up to like $2,000. It's like whatever, it's not a big deal.
And also, you kind of have to survive in that area.
I mean, yeah, because you don't pay taxes anymore. That's your problem.
I don't know. I feel like that's the here that stops you from being a stateless citizen. Unless you're like
just a coward.
Rich.
No, so your problem is you want to be a stateless citizen, but you also don't want to die of like
Yes.
not having all the things that the state provides to you, which is
Stop being a bitch.
yeah, which is to say, I want all the benefits of having a state without actually like having to.
I don't
pay
know.
the
I mean,
state.
this presumes that the state provides things for you. If you say, I don't know, go live off the grid in the mountains and eat goats and shit, then the government's
shit.
and
Yeah,
shit
and you
every
gotta
once in a while.
shit.
Then the government isn't providing you with very much.
I mean, also, if you go live off the grid, the government won't take very much from you.
It depends.
So tell me about it. I want to know. I'm kind of
Yeah, I
interested.
want to know.
Like,
I want to know all your knowledge and experience of this.
The 2 major revenue streams for the government are like income tax and capital gains tax, right? If you live off the grid, you don't have an income and you don't have capital gains.
Well, I suppose if you close up all your taxes and liquidate all your assets prior to living off the grid, then yeah, okay. But otherwise, yeah.
But that is you're still talking
also,
about.
What if they want to fucking take the census? Then you're not there, and they're like, "What the fuck?"
I mean, what is the worst thing that will happen if you don't do your census, though?
I guess that depends what country you're in.
Like, if you
You'll
don't
get
do,
killed.
I know somebody here who didn't do their taxes for like 10 years. You just end up paying a bunch of interest on it. So
What do you think they do in North Korea if you don't fucking do your census?
Good thing we're not there.
Yeah.
They put slugs in your mouth and then kick you.
What?
But like, if you live in North Korea, you already want to do your census because you think North Korea is such a great country with such a wonderful leader who just has your
That's
best
true.
interests at heart.
I do think that, yeah.
This is you casting from North Korea.
You caught me.
Yeah, you know I did. this just in our mystery contributor is actually the dictator of North Korea.
I secretly want to live in a hybrid Venezuela, North Korea, and the U.S. That's where I want to live.
You are a
I am, to not get too spicy about it, I am enjoying the very lively debate in America about Cuba right now.
Oh, Cuba. What's going on in Cuba?
Bernie Sanders mentioned one time how it is kind of cool that Cuba has a very high literacy rate.
And everyone's like, wow, you like dictators?
Yeah.
Wow.
They're like, wow, you endorsed a thing a dictator did? That means you love dictators, right?
Oh, boy. I see. Cool. I don't know. Can anyone with as cool a fashion sense, as nice a beard, swag a cigar as Castro actually be a dictator? I don't think so. I don't buy it.
Actually, like, that would be like the biggest embarrassment, right? You be a dictator and be reviled in all civilized places across the globe for being a dictator. But if you're like a badly dressed dictator, you're like letting down Dictators Club.
This is true, yeah.
Like, you have a whole country and you can't even dress nice? You can literally have people executed at whim and you can't be bothered to, like, get some nice fucking shirts?
can't have your fucking shirt ironed. Yeah, that really would give dictators. Good thing that sort of thing doesn't happen very often.
Never ever.
Yeah, it's good they're usually pretty presentable.
I'm gonna have to Google worst dressed dictator soon, and that's gonna be an experience.
So Ryan and I are watching a show.
Oh dear.
It's called Man in a High Castle, and it's about a world in which the Nazis won, and so you follow people living in the Nazi regime. And yeah, it's really interesting because there's these films that portray other universes, like, that are similar to theirs but aren't theirs, and it tells them things in their future if you can read them properly. And yeah, but it's about two Jewish people trying to survive in like Nazi run America.
I was hoping you were going to say, and the great.
Sorry, you cut out there. What?
Something
I was
about
hoping you were going to say that the great dictator never showers.
I don't know. They've only ran into the great dictator. I think you've only technically seen him in person once with one of the characters.
My favorite rendition of Hitler was the Wolfenstein one where they made him this like senile, like idiotic doofus. It was great.
I really like the episode of oh fuck, the name's gone out of my head. The Misfits, the episode of Misfits, where the dude changes history so that Germany won the war. The Jewish guy gets time travel powers and goes back in time and tries to kill Hitler and fails and leaves his cell phone behind.
Oh my god.
I love it.
And then Germany uses the technology from the cell phone to take over the world. And then fucking 4 shitty British teenagers fix the timeline.
I like Misfits, but I haven't like watched a lot of it. I was still with the first group of kids.
I remember that part with I want to piss on you. That was something.
Piss on your tits.
Yeah, that happened.
Misfits goes like up and down. Like, I think there's like 5 seasons, and it's like the first season's really good, and second season's really good, and the third season's like and then the fourth season's bad, and then the 5th season is like okay again.
Oh man.
But the first like 3 seasons of Misfits are definitely worth a watch.
I only have 10 minutes to do my goddamn shading.
I'm not even done my base colors yet.
I'm doing okay with my logo, but I'm super not happy with it.
I'm on top of this.
Yeah, alright, thanks,
I'm
David.
so glad.
I know, me too.
Your contribution is appreciated.
Yeah, I know.
And by that I mean your contribution is rapidly depreciating.
Whoa, hey, come on. You hired me for a reason.
I didn't hire you. You're just here.
Someone needs to cook the books around here.
I hate to break this to you, but you're being paid in tips.
And that's okay. I'm just gonna run nonstop super chats. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Read them. Read them all.
I mean later.
I'm waiting.
Yeah, we're
You'll be
here.
waiting for a long
We're
time.
here with bated breath.
Read them now.
Unbake
Right
that
now.
bread. Well, hey, listen. I outrank you around here, and I'm not gonna.
Oh, do you?
What? This is fucking news to me, yo.
I'm the COO now.
I think you're just saying that.
The COO. I'm the chief bulge inspecting officer.
His fucking license plate on his car says Subaru.
Oh god, that's awful. I like it.
Please. Okay, that's. Yeah. I feel like I've had enough of this conversation.
I mean, you're in luck. We have 9 minutes left, so you don't have to deal with them for much longer.
God, how much Persona lore can I cram in a 9 minute?
I don't go. Show us. Show us
oh,
what you're made of.
Okay.
Show me what you got.
Whoa, that's an epic Reddit meme reference. Good job.
You're distracting him and giving him excuse. So.
Yeah. Okay. So like, here's the thing. There's sort of like this world that exists between mind and matter, dream and reality, right? It's called the Velvet Room, and it's run by this guy named Philemon.
No.
Philemon. I didn't play the old games. There's a guy who's kind of like God, okay? And then diametrically opposed to him, there's a spooky monster from the Cthulhu mythos named Nyarlathotep. Yeah, you know the one from Cthulhu. He's bad. He's sneaky and he's bad. But none of these guys matter anymore. Who matters is Igor, right? Igor.
Yeah, I know that one.
Yeah, Igor. He's got a big fucking nose. He's got a desk, and he gives you your goddamn personas, right? So he kind of picks seemingly at random, depending on the scenario. It's really not random. He picks a Japanese teenager who's going to get the wild card ability, right? And the wild card allows them to have multiple personas, which kind of ties into the fact that your characters are sort of a blank slate. Not really all of them. Not too much character, depending on the situation. Joker from Persona 5 obviously has like a lot of character, but kind of goes back and forth. Anyways, so that ties into their ability to summon multiple personas and fuse them together to create new personas, because they have like a whole bunch of different sides to to their character and can appear as different things at different times, as opposed to more established characters like the people on your team who generally only get one that'll evolve through personal growth, etc., 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 usually via their social link or their confidant, but not so in Persona 3, where it happens based off of story beats, which is kind of like a whole different can of worms into how the games handle their stories. Anyways, so in Persona 3, you got this emo teenager or this really cute, happy, bouncy baby girl as your main character, and they were involved in some bullshit like 10 years ago where they got like death sealed inside them, but nobody knows, don't bring it up, which is why they get the vision of this like weird, like creepy little boy who shows up and he's like, hey, I'm inside you all the time. Which, if you're a dude's like, okay, that's weird. And if you're a girl, that's like, I'm sorry, what? So anyways, yeah, so that's kind of a result of that. So they go to the dorm, they start going to high school, some things happen, there's like monsters and shit. They find out they have the wild card ability, right? Bada bing, bada boom, Velvet Room, meet Igor, etc. Start making some friends, and they're like, oh shit, right? Every fucking full moon, a big goddamn shadow shows up that's tied to one of the Arcana, and we gotta go fucking beat him up, or else the world is ostensibly going to end, right? So, you beat up a bunch of shadows, a bunch of people join your team. One of them's Vic Mignogna, and he's voicing the character. It's like a big pervert, which is really funny, all things considered. Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, so you beat up a whole bunch of shadows, and then eventually it's like, whoa, plot twist. Turns out that killing the big shadows was bad, actually, and now you've, like, summoned the Avatar of Death, who was, like, personified by that little boy who kept saying he's inside you all the time. And it turns out the world's going to end in like 3 months. Whoopsie daisy. So everyone has like a big cry and they're like, what's going to do? Mitsuru's dad dies. You feel about it. Yukari finds out that her dad was actually nice and their mom's like a slut. And she's upset. who cares? And at one point Iga shows up and she's like really cute and she's like, oh, I'm in love with you, MC Kun. I'm like a cute robot. All that happens, and in the midst of all this, there's these stupid fucking they're like anime teenager hitmen for some fucking reason. One of them looks a lot like Jesus, and he's got like this big fuck off revolver, and he just like caps people. I don't know where the fuck they're going with this. So they're called Strega, which is Italian for witch, because I don't know. And they've all got artificial personas, right? So you got Revolver Jesus, you got edgy grenade throwing tech boy, and then you've got gothic Lolita axe woman who Vic Mignogna falls in love with, and that's why you can't date him if you're a girl, which is unfortunate. I've always wanted to date Vic Mignogna. So all that happens. So they've got artificial personas, which are like, they're different from normal personas in that they're different, okay? So they keep showing up, they shoot people you like every once in a while, and you're like, oh no, bullets
Oh
are...
no, people I like.
Yeah, they're like, oh no, bullets are way more dangerous than fucking explosions or being stabbed and shit. Bullets, they kill you like really fast compared to other things that ostensibly don't kill you nearly as fast for some reason. So they keep fucking around with you, and they start a big cult once the world starts ending, and everyone's like, oh no, fuck, I'm worried about the world ending and shit. Man, I probably shouldn't do the actual ending of Persona 3.
Yeah, you
there's
already spoiled enough.
Yeah, there's enough spoilers for that. Anyway, so Persona 4, you're like this big fucking Chad dude who he fucks all the girls. He's got like gray hair and he does like this cool like swaggy hip walk when he walks everyone. He's like really cool. So his parents are overseas doing and so he gets sent over to the sleepy little town of Inaba where he's really fucking bored. And he's hanging out with his uncle, and at one point all of a sudden he starts having these like weird dreams about like this shadowy figure who's like, oh, listen, bitch, you're never gonna find the truth. You're just a stupid fucking teenager. You suck. I hate you, lol. And then he wakes up and he's like, oh man, that was like the weirdest dream I ever had. And so he goes to school. Yeah. And he meets this fucking idiot who keeps falling in the garbage can like a fucking dumbass. And he also meets Chie, and she's like really cute and she's great. And she's got like lots of pep and she's really spunky and she kicks things and she's got like this cute bowl cut and
okay, calm down.
Wow, like everyone can tell your type from these descriptions.
And so there's this thing, right? It's called the Midnight Channel, where like every midnight on a fucking foggy day, you're supposed to see the face of someone you love, but it turns out you're actually seeing the face of someone who's gonna fucking die, which is like really spooky, right?
Super.
So anyway, a couple people die. There's like this girl, she's like a TV person, she dies, whatever. And then more importantly, Garbage Man, who I mentioned earlier, his fucking love interest gets killed like right off the bat. So he's like really upset. He's like, fuck, that girl who didn't like me at all, she was my love interest, and now she's fucking dead. She's like hanging from the fucking power lines. I'm really upset about it. What the fuck are we gonna do?
If I remember correctly, he gets over it pretty fast though.
He brings it up periodically whenever someone, when it's like, villain Kun, you're the worst. You killed Saki Senpai, and I was gonna get my dick wet, and I'm really mad at you. He'll do that sort of thing, even though he totally wasn't gonna get his dick wet because she didn't. Anyways, that's neither here nor there. So a bunch of anime hijinks happens and everything on the TV, and it takes like 4 fucking hours before like you even like get to play the game at all, and it's amazing. Chie's there. And so it's like, okay, turns out, oh, and there's this creepy guy who's like, ooh, Yukiko, grab you, bye. Don't worry about him though, he's not important. So yeah, turns out Yukiko has fucking disappeared. And who's Yukiko? Yukiko is Chie's best friend, and she's like the most beautiful girl in school, and everyone likes her, but she's not quite as cute as Chie. So you go on a TV, everybody finds their fucking personas. Yusuke is like a stupid frog for some reason. It's the one from Naruto. You remember the frog from Naruto?
I don't want
Whoa.
to cut you off, but it's 10 p.m. and you're not even halfway through Persona 4 yet.
No, that's well. Hey, I covered
you haven't
4
even,
hours.
You
Wow,
haven't
which is
you
pretty,
haven't even
open
gotten
up straight.
through Persona 4 as far as I've played through Persona 4.
Dude, do you understand how the opening of the game takes like 4 fucking hours?
Yeah, I know.
Goes on
I
forever.
played it.
Jesus.
Anyway, we're mostly done here. I see a cute like Joker / Zero with a roll. I love that roll robot companion. It's adorable.
Oh, it's Rush.
Rush.
Yeah.
And then it's like the Megaman network guy, but the Megaman is his persona.
Yeah, it's Orpheus. Reskinned. Be Megaman.
I was like, if I remembered Persona 3 better, and I made a logo with Mega Man Network logo on, I'm not proud of it. That's where I'm at. Sometimes inspiration doesn't strike. Anyway, thanks for watching our show. We'll be back next week with One Punch Man, A Hero Nobody Knows on Wednesday the 4th of March, 8:30 PST. Check out our Instagram, Instagram/MiscMatched, and our Twitter @MiscMatched, which I've fixed now. It now has the correct Twitter handle. I probably fixed it incorrectly, but fucking technology. And yeah, thanks.